So I'm back here. I was able to find a place to get a massage from the group that I joined. And so I went back to the Airbnb, finished editing the video, it's now rendering, and I went out to get the massage. So it started raining as I was editing my video, and I thought, okay, let's just order Uber, even though I could have walked there. But I ended up ordering the Uber, and then as soon as the Uber gets to my Airbnb, it stops raining, and I'm like, oh my God, I could have walked. Because I've been trying to walk more. My step count's been very good. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see. So we're at 5,000 steps for the day, but I'm averaging about 10,000 per week. And then last week I was averaging 11,000. So anyway, I've been trying to get more steps in, and so I wanted to walk, but it started raining. And then by the time I got in the Uber, it stopped raining. But I Ubered over to the massage place, got the massage. I paid about 50, a little under $50 for a 1 hour massage at a pretty upscale place here in Laureles. The massage was amazing, honestly. I feel so relaxed. They did a little cranial, they did a facial massage, and then all over the body. That was really nice. So I spoke to the lady at the front desk at the massage and asked her what place she would recommend me to go to try some food. And she said this place called Mondongos is really good. And they serve typical Colombian food. And I wanted to try something typical. So here we are. So I walked over. It's about a 10-minute walk from the massage place over to this restaurant here. And as you guys can see behind me, there's a pretty long line here. Um, I spoke to the woman over here, and she said that it moves pretty quick, and it is moving pretty quick. She said it'd be probably about 10 minutes, and I've got nothing better to do, so I just said, okay, let's just go ahead and wait. So I also asked her what I should order here, and she said a Bandeja Paisa, which is a typical food here in Medellin in Colombia. So we're gonna go ahead and try that once we get in the restaurant and see what it's all about. So pretty cool of them to offer little water bottles for the people waiting in line here, since it is a bit of a wait. But we are moving up pretty quickly, so just gonna take a sip of this water, and then I'll turn the camera back on whenever we get inside. So it looks like they have a wall of fame here. See if I recognize any of these names. To be quite honest, I really don't. I recognize that. Daddy Yankee. Yeah, I think Daddy Yankee's the only person I recognize on the wall. Pretty cool. So we're still waiting here in line, but shouldn't be too much more longer before we're seated since I'm only one person. All right, so I've just been seated here at the restaurant. Mondongos. Buenas. No, solo estoy. Ok, está bien, gracias. All right, so we are here at Mondongos, which the restaurant looks very busy. Let's show you guys around. So I already know what I'm gonna get, but I am gonna take a look at the menu and see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Hopefully the audio is coming through all right. There's like a large fan right in front of me, and there's people all around me, so it might not be the cleanest audio situation, but you guys heard worse on my first video, I'm sure, so we'll make it work. So let's see here. Okay, let's take a look at the drinks. I've honestly been enjoying the drinks. Like almost every drink that I've gotten in Colombia has been very good. I'm on a freaking roll of good drinks, so let's see if I can make it, whatever for whatever. 4 for 4, 5 for 5 on good drink selection. Okay, let's see. Okay, so from what I'm seeing so far, I'm probably just gonna get a regular lemonade. Hola, de tomar, ¿me puede dar un vaso de limonada natural? Sí, la limonada ya viene hecha o la hacen, porque no me gusta con mucha azúcar. Se puede hacer con poco azúcar. Ok, ¿me la puede dar así, por favor? Y de comer una bandeja paisa, pero sí, esta. Pero en vez de el plátano maduro, ¿tiene patacones? Ok, ya es todo. Gracias. All right, so I just ordered my lemonade and my bandeja paisa. So the bandeja paisa comes with a sweet ripe plantain, which I'm not a big fan of those. And they have, they call them patacones. Dominicans call them tostones. There's a million different names to call them, but it's basically a green plantain, unripe banana. That's what I prefer. So I just asked them to switch out that. But other than that, it's going to be the bandeja paisa and the lemonade. I should have taken a look at the prices, but I think it was 50 something K, 53K, 53.5, I believe is what I saw. Yeah, so this restaurant is, a little pricier than all the other ones, but it does look pretty upscale, even though I'm getting like a not super upscale meal, I guess. But we'll see. We'll also see how long it takes for the food to get here. It's 2:52, 2:53 right now. And I'll check the time once again once I get my food. All right, guys. So the food got here very quickly. Well, my everything came around 2 minutes ago, but he had messed up. When I asked to switch the ripe plantain for the unripe one, he brought the ripe one, so I just asked him, "Hey, what All right, so it looks like we got interrupted there for a little birthday, but so the food came really quick. It came like, I swear to God, 5, 6 minutes later. No wonder that line was moving so damn quick. I guess they're churning people here. And I guess most of the stuff that people order tends to be the same, so I bet they got the people in the back just going hard. But yeah, food would have normally came in like 5, 6 minutes, but he took the plate back so that they could fix up the plantain situation. But all the sides got here, so I didn't know I was gonna get a whole freaking platter of sides. So I'll go ahead and show you guys those now while I wait for my main dish. So it looks like we got some kind of bean soup here. Just beans. Oh, here we go. Gracias. And look what we got here. So we got the main entree here. So this is bandeja paisa. Only thing that I switched out was the plantain, like I've mentioned a billion times. So it comes with that. I believe this is ground beef, rice, I don't know how they cook that egg, but an egg, a potato, and then this is a pork rind, chicharrón. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the beans, and then it also comes with almost a whole avocado, a banana for some reason. One of the biggest lemons I've seen. Looks like look at that. It's huge. This is the lemonade that I got right here. No straw, so you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for the next Straw Chronicles. This looks like an arepa, a couple different sides here, and yeah, that's about it. So let me set this camera back down, and we will dig in. All right, so let's try these. Let's try these beans first. So being half Honduran, really popular dish that we have is called sopa de frijoles. This isn't really near that. This is basically, this reminds me of frijoles charros from Mexico, but a lot less flavor, a lot less fillings. Still a very good flavor. So just use less flavor because your typical Mexican frijoles charros, you know, they make it spicy, they add jalapenos, they add bacon, and all these things. So the flavor profile is very high compared to this. But these beans are pretty good. I'm probably just gonna save them so that I can add it, eat it with my rice. So let's switch these plates around here. And so patacones is what they call the unripe green plantains here, at least in this format, this circle shape. I think this is also a sweet plantain. I thought it wasn't. But since it's fried instead of pan fried, it's less sweet, so I guess it's better than the other. So that's my bad. I thought that was gonna be, I think tostones is what I should have asked for. No worries though. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. Let me just pour the beans over. I don't know what the lime is for. Oh, it's for the pork. Okay, so we'll set some of the beans down here by the rice and the minced meat. And give this a try. It's good. I love rice and beans though. This is right up my alley. Let's get the lemon on the chicharrón. Oh yeah. Big old juicy lemon. Let's go. Alright, now this is a buttload of avocado. So I don't think I want this much fat today, so we'll just eat about half of it, put it on the plate. Alright, let's chop this up. Good question for you guys in the comments. Are you the type to eat one thing at a time or just mix everything together and eat it all together? Let me know down below. Me, it kind of depends on what it is, but for the most part, I'm just mixing all the flavors together. Maybe I am gonna eat the whole avocado. Here I am. Let's cut this up. Chop, chop, chop. And drop. Let's break this. Oh, the egg yolk is not running. If you guys are curious, I think the way you cook eggs like this is called poach. I'm not sure though. Doesn't look poached. All right. I'm not gonna eat this potato because it's just a boiled potato, and I need to cut down on my carb intake since I'm eating this ginormous plate. Let's give the lemonade a try. So I did ask for them to make it not too sweet, so hopefully they don't make it too sour. Let's see. It's good. It's perfect. It's not sour at all, and barely any sugar. Very satisfied with that. All right, Mr. Patacon. Let's use you as a little tortilla. Now, this mincemeat doesn't have too much flavor. Oh, wow. That's a lot of salt. Oops. So we're just going to throw a little salt on it. And then they have this ají picante. Oh, there we go. Which is like a spicy sauce. So let's try this out, see how spicy it is. If I like it, I'll throw a whole bunch more on here. That's really good. Oh yeah. I like that spicy sauce. The other spicy sauce that I had yesterday for the menú del día was really good as well. So maybe I should stop trying them and just trust that it's good. So I'm definitely gonna put some more. They also have this other salsa and cilantro over here, but I don't know what to put cilantro on. Like nothing on this plate is telling me to put cilantro on it, so I'm just gonna keep it to the side. We are gonna keep putting this hot sauce everywhere though. Alright, what haven't we tried? The chicharrón. Alright, so let's do that next. I put the lemon on there already. Yeah, fuck it, let's do some more. Alright guys, just picking it up and very good. I like that. Some good stuff. This is one of the thicker arepas that I've seen since I've been here. I don't think there's anything in here, but let's check now. Yeah, probably gonna eat too much of that. It's just straight carbs. Let's try this little salsa here. Let's see what this tastes like. So what I've noticed is that the meat mince doesn't have strong flavor, but they do give you a lot of things on the side to enhance the flavor. You know, mixing it with the beans, mixing it with the sauce, a little spicy sauce on the side. So I do think it's the white people approach. I guess some people here just aren't that into heavily spiced food, unlike myself. Yeah, like this is unsalted. Still good flavor. Reminds me of Mexican pico de gallo, just a little bit more mushed up, but very similar. Again, not as much flavor because Mexicans tend to add the seasonings to things themselves and just hope you like it. But still pretty good overall. Adding a bit more of this spicy sauce. And I'm just gonna keep digging in. So yeah, guys, gonna turn off the camera, sit here, enjoy my meal, and then I'll come back and give you guys a review. All right, guys. So I just finished my food. Let me show you guys. I ate as much as I could, but as you guys saw when I first showed it, it was a fuck ton of food. So I am fairly stuffed. I'm probably gonna take this banana with me if I can, and just have that at the Airbnb in case I want to snack. But let's go ahead and give this a rating. So the lemonade, asked for it not to be too sweet, and they delivered. They didn't put any ice in here, so it was just the whole thing's lemonade. I think that's great value. You can clearly see I finished it. Lemonade, I'll give an 8.8 out of 10. Very good. 8.8 on the lemonade scale. On the drink scale, probably since it's fairly simple, I'll give it a 7.5. But when it comes to lemonade, very good. The dish itself, la bandeja paisa. This is, if you guys saw my first vlog, this is everything that plate wish it would be. This is amazing. This is great. This is delicious. The chicharrón was better. I like that they gave us some minced meat, all the bajillion sides, the huge ass fucking lemon, the giga slice of avocado, all the little sides, the arepa that I took a bite of, patacones I still don't like, but I took a bite of anyway. But yeah, everything was very good. Bandeja Paisa, this is probably my new favorite typical Colombian dish, and I will be eating this more. Once again, I do like it. This I give. Let's think. Let's think. Let's put our fingers together. What's that like thinking position? Yeah, I think it's like this. Mm, mm, mm. Bandeja Paisa, 8.6 out of 10. Very good. Very good. Now, let's see if I can catch the waiter's attention. I honestly forgot which waiter was mine. So that I can go ahead and pay for everything. I'll show you guys the receipt and the conversion, and we'll skedaddle out of here and back to the Airbnb. All right, guys. So paid 57.5 for the bandeja paisa and 9,300 for the lemonade. Let's see. I did leave a $6,200 tip. So in total, it came out to 73,000 pesos. Let's go ahead and do the conversion real quick so you guys can see 73000. It's about $18.19. So this is definitely all right. So we were interrupted there, but back to it. So I paid about $18.19 all in, which is definitely the priciest meal I think I've had here so far. But like you guys saw, it was a lot of food, and we are in a pretty busy, popular, upscale restaurant. So maybe that's what contributed to the cost. But let me know if you guys think that was worth it or not, and I'll catch you later.